Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you what my son, who is 3, got for his birthday. So this is my 3-year-old gift guide, ideas and inspiration if you've got a 3-year-old in your life, a son or a daughter or someone that you know that's 3, then this is some inspiration for you for gifts that you can buy them that are age appropriate. And of course every child is different, but I thought this would give you some inspiration. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So I'll start off with the first thing that I found for Samuel, which was this here. We found this in a charity shop, and it is basically, it is a tool station. I will try and pick it up and show you. It looks like this. This was originally from the Early Learning Centre. I will try and link the closest equivalent that I can find on Amazon for you guys in the description box below if you want to check any of these things out. Go and check them out there. But basically you can see here, it has got holes in the top where you can put nails or screws that you've been given, and then all your tools can line up here. This came with it. And then down here in the little storage bit there's screws and there's little bits of wood, just all the kind of tool things. Samuel has got a little tiny tool box that he got when he was like 1, I think, and he loved it so much that I got him, we decided to get him this because we did see it second hand as well, and we just thought he's gonna love that. So that's the first thing we got him, was this little tool station. It has got wheels as well that'll wheel along, and I think it originally came with some little shapes to go in this bit, but we didn't get that. And this side has got cogs to turn, which actually Noah, absolutely, Noah is my son if you don't know. If you've never been to this channel before, I have a son called Samuel's 3, and then Noah is, he's 6 months almost, so he loves turning this bit and like turning the wheels and stuff. So that's the first thing we got him. And then from the same charity shop, this was like an amazing day at the charity shop obviously, we got him another tool set because, like I said, he's very into his tools. And it came in like a little box like this with handles there. And this is just more tools for him to play around with, to learn the names of, to just all the fun stuff. So I will show you it like this. This is his tool set. And as you can see, it comes with a drill. It's got, I don't know, I can't remember all the names of these things, but there's a little saw back here. There's pliers. There's whatever that is. Hammer. This this is the brand Big Jigs, so I'll definitely link this one for you guys. But it is such a nice tool set. Lovely wooden material. This is all wooden. There's not really any plastic in this at all if you're really into like wooden things. So yeah, he is loving this, and he always asks us what the names of them are, so it's really educational for him to learn what the names of these are, and also for me to learn, because I do not know what the names of all these things are. So yeah, that along with his tool station were his main presents from us in terms of fun things, because yeah, that's his interest. He really loves his tools. The next thing that we got, I'll just kind of go back the way I've got, everything's like really far away as you can see, but the next thing that he got was from one of my friends, and it is a car transporter. So yeah, it's one of these things, goes down like that and you drive your little cars up. It did come with some cars. This particular one came with some wooden cars that look like this. I came with 4 of these cars, and if your child's not got a car transporter, it definitely takes things to a whole new level if your child likes cars, because Samuel really enjoys this whole driving the cars up here and then pulling this thing up is just really entertaining for kids. So he absolutely loves that. And then of course along the same vein, my other friend got him just a big box of metal cars. So in here I've got a big basket of them, and just those cars that you get. It's very basic. I'm sure literally everyone has these cars in their house because they're so good. But just getting more cars, if you've already got some cars, getting more cars is always a good idea, because you always need extra cars to go on top of your car transporters. And if you've got garages and things like that, you always need lots and lots of little tiny cars like this size. These size cars are really great for 3-year-olds because they're not, the 3-year-olds are not really have not really got choking hazard risks as much with things that are that size. So that's great, and he's got a whole basket of them now, so he's a very happy chappy. The next thing that I got him was a shape sorter. He's actually never had a shape sorter before, and this one is actually probably the right level for him. It's got, how many shapes? 12 shapes maybe? Yeah. And the lid comes off like that. The lid slides off like that. Now he's 3, he's very easily able to put the lid on and off, which is great. And there's all the shapes inside. Everyone knows what a shape sorter is. But he can very easily take all the shapes out and then put this lid back on, which is a little bit tricky. If your child's a bit younger, it might be a bit tricky for them. And then these shapes, if you can see these shapes, some of them are really very similar, and so some of them are pretty tricky, I think, to put in. So definitely a 3-year-old can definitely do this if they're potentially, depending on obviously their ability level. But my son's not really massively into puzzles and he can do this pretty well. And probably younger kids could as well. But yeah, he's never had a shape sorter, so I got him a shape sorter. Then next, I also got him a puzzle. This is very Montessori aligned because it's a puzzle. Lots of puzzles that you see are very, very cartoony, which I have got one of, I'll show you in a minute. But this one is lovely. This brand, whatever, Schmidt, I don't know how to say that, but that brand that does loads of these puzzles. And look how nice and realistic those things are. So nice. He loves this so much. There's 3 puzzles in there, of course. These are very cheap on Amazon. And what I like about it is that they do come with the full-size pictures. And they're just so nice and detailed. I love them so. I'm really, really a big fan of this. This is so nice if your child's into puzzles. These are 24-piece puzzles. And there's also some like nice little details. Look, there's a little guys in the toilet there. And there's like a little mouse in every picture, so he likes to find little mice that are quite well camouflaged in the pictures. He loves this. Half the fun for him is just looking at the pictures of the really detailed pictures of the diggers. So he's a big, massive fan of those. And they do a bunch of them. They do farmyard ones and all kinds of themes depending on what your child likes. Then a slightly more cartoony one, which I'm making an exception for because it's Peppa Pig and he loves Peppa Pig. So here we have Peppa Pig on a bicycle. This is again, this is a 20-piece puzzle. This was pound out of the works. If you live in the UK and you haven't been to the works and you have a child, you need to go there because they do such great things. Even for slightly older kids, I think they do even better things. But even for Samuel's age, they do some really nice things. And I mean, it's pretty decent quality. This is pound. And it's a nice big puzzle, just normal puzzle piece quality. I'm very, very impressed with the works. So if you live in the UK and you have the works near you, then check it out. I'll link their website down below. But I mean, come on, for that, that's a pretty good deal. Happy with that. And I do like to try and get him to do puzzles with me because obviously puzzles are great for their brains. Then next up I have, if you've got a child that's more into crafts, my friend got him this. Oops. It is a paint your own figurines, and this one's a Paw Patrol version. I'm sure they have loads of versions. And they have, I think it's just the heads that they have, and then they come to the paint and you just paint it. So if your child's into crafts that or slightly more advanced in crafts, then that's a great one for your child. Next up is one of his favourite presents, actually, my friend got him, and it is a very Peppa Pig scooter. It's a 3-wheel scooter, so he can't really, he doesn't really fall over on it. It's really great, very age appropriate for him and his ability level. He loves this so much, guys. He's such a fan of the scooter. He's really into gross motor movements, everything to do with gross motor skills. He's absolutely in love with, and as everyone knows right now probably, he loves Peppa Pig, so we're into Peppa Pig. A lot of these things are Montessori, and we do follow Montessori to an extent, but there are certain elements, of course, as you can see, which are not Montessori. Peppa Pig is not particularly Montessori, but it's something that we do in our house. So there you go. Next, I will show you the books that he got from myself and from my family. He gets a bunch of books usually because I think if you don't know what to get a child for their birthday and you think they've got every present under the sun, a really great option is books. So the first one is like quite a very basic set of books from my friend. It's a Peter Rabbit inspired one, so there's a bunch of different ones. Colours. This would be great for a younger child as well. And it comes with a little set like that. There's colours, shapes, numbers and words in that one. Then The Wonky Donkey, which we've not read yet, but it's a rhyming book, I believe, by Craig Smith. Then my mum got him Ali Bally Bee. If you're Scottish, you will know the famous Ali Bally Bee song, which I'm not going to sing for you because I cannot sing. But it's this nice, realistic looking pictures and flaps. Every child in the world must love a flap, right? So that's a lovely book there. Next, I found him this lovely set in the charity shop that I was in. From, you know, I love Shirley Hughes. If you follow my channel, I love her illustrations. They're old-fashioned. I had some of these books when I was young. They're just so nice. This came in a big collection, and there's loads of different titles in it, so I'll just show you quickly. Bathwater's Hot. This is very Montessori, by the way. When we went to the park, all about going to the park. Shapes and Sizes. Two Shoes, New Shoes, which must be like a rhyming one. Noisy, Samuel will love that. And Colours. And so I'll show you some of the illustrations if you're not familiar with Shirley Hughes. But it's pretty basic books. Again, you could probably read it to a much younger child will probably really enjoy this because it goes quite fast, the stories. But it's lovely. I love those illustrations. To me, they're really pretty. So I got him that in a little set. Next thing my brother got him was this. Things That Go. These look inside books. If you haven't seen me before chat about these, you must have seen me chat about these before because he loves all of these books. It's a whole series and it's basically just a book series, and they've got tons and tons of flaps and it's really informative. It's great for an older child, but it's also great for this age of child as well. There's just tons and tons of flaps, so much detail. This one's about look inside trucks, look inside things that goes with trucks. There's planes, there's on the farms and the building site, there's speed machines, and as you can see they have so much detail and so much information. So these books, fantastic. I really recommend these books. The next one is a bit more basic and it is I Can Hear Construction, and again photos, lovely realistic photos. And then if your child's really into pressing noisy buttons, they will like this one. I'll press one for you, but my son is sleeping there next door, so hopefully it won't be too loud. Let's pick this one. And this one. Pretty good, pretty realistic construction sounds, so I really like that. And then the next couple of ones I got because he's starting nursery just now and he's not got any books about emotions or anything like that. So the first one that I got him is this one. It's called Love. It's such a nice book. It's hardback and it's all about how love is always there, whether we're far apart or nearby. So it's about a little girl who starts school, and the way they explain love is through strings. So she's got a string there and she wants to make sure her mummy's on the end of the string. I'm really not great at explaining this, but it's so lovely. Look it up, guys. It says, emotional and uplifting love tackles the difficult topics of separation and anxiety in a gentle or reassuring way. So I feel like this would be good for kids starting nursery as well as kids starting school. And I really enjoy reading this book. Samuel has really enjoyed reading this book a bunch of times so far. And again, the illustrations are really pretty. Yeah, I'm a fan of this book. This book is lovely. And it's so nice at the cover and everything. This one just feels really nice. This is one to protect with your life when your child's near it, because it's such a nice book. I also got him this one called Crying is Like the Rain. There's a new kind of trend with books, I feel like, to have books that are specifically aimed at certain topics. For example, this one is about emotions, and at the back of books like this it kind of gives you an adult guide to kind of talk through with your child as you go through the book. So yeah, this one is basically talking about how crying is like the rain. So it talks all about the weather and it shows you the weather, and then it talks about how you might feel really angry, like you want to crack open like an earthquake or a whatever. So for example, let's see this one. So this one says, you might feel a red hot anger brewing like the lava in a volcano ready to explode. So I just think, especially for boys, it's really important to make sure you're acknowledging and accepting feelings and helping them to understand that that crying and emotions are important and are valid and all those kind of things. And also the idea of this book is that the feelings will pass, they will go away, just like the weather comes and goes as well. So highly recommend those two books. I looked those ones up specifically for him starting nursery and for his emotions and everything like that. And then the last couple of things I wanted to mention, my mum got him a subscription to Peppa Pig Magazine. So I haven't looked at this yet with him or anything. This literally just came just before I filmed this video, but it is essentially, I believe it's got stories in it like this. It has got bits where you have to stick stickers. It's got colouring. We'll see how Samuel gets on with this, but a subscription to something like this is always a really great idea, I think. Any kind of subscription service, whether it's a magazine, if your child really likes crafts, there's craft subscriptions. We are going to subscribe him to a kind of gardening type box as well. They have those ones, so I'll link a couple of the ones down below that look really great to me. I haven't tried them out yet, so don't take my word for it, but just if you have a child who you don't know what to get them, they're 3 and they've got everything in the world already, I would say either get books or get them a subscription service of some sort, because a subscription obviously is like a new present every month. It's a really great present, I think, to get. So those are most of the things that he got for his birthday, I believe. He was very spoiled this year. He got a lot of different things. And so if you've got a 3-year-old in your life and you want to get them a present, I hope this was helpful for you. And I really appreciate it if you would like this video, leave me a comment and let me know any good gift ideas that you have for a 3-year-old, in case anyone else wants to check them out down below in the comments. And I'll see you very soon in my next one. Bye guys.